all means, we're back. I would like to welcome you for our 6th episode, huh?
Yeah, this be 6?
Oh my goodness, right?
Six
it feels like
already,
the first one. I wonder why. But we're back. I'm glad you guys are here with us again. It's sort of calming down, like everybody's mood, right? Like everyone's more chill, more,
Well, the state of California opened up, right? I mean, I got a fresh fade today, dude. From
I see that.
the barber.
And I'm still, waiting for my guy to get back and going. But yeah, it's almost not saying that. Everything is, all great and dandy, but everyone's sort of like taking some deep breaths,
Yeah.
calming down, drinking, good stuff. But yeah, I'm glad everything is sort of coming down. Shout out to the good cops that are out there.
Oh yeah, most definitely, dude.
Because there's stories out there that it's just been, brutal for.
I don't know if you've seen the news lately, but they've been some, cops are being chased. There's this, I guess, I don't know where it was. I think Chicago. I guess they were chasing after somebody. They pulled over. Homeboy, takes off, and it looks like a jungle's. Like, it's a bunch of apartment complexes everywhere. And as he's taking off through one of the openings where people walk through the pathway, some random guy, I guess, sees, I don't know if it's his boy or somebody that he recognizes running from the cop. And then there's a cop coming by, running past him. Runs past him. That's cop number 1. Second cop is running, I guess, behind his buddy. And then this is when this random guy just pulls out a gun and starts shooting at
the cops.
At the cop. I guess he got hit once in the leg, but the cop responded quickly because as soon as, homeboy started shooting at him, he took him out, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy because some of them be posting videos on how they're afraid to even go get something to eat.
Well, that's lately because everybody's talking about defunding the police, which
go get something, go get like a coffee. I'm not saying that that's what they do. But, it's fucked up, man.
It is. Because at the end of the day, these are systems that are put in place to protect us. You're talking about defunding the police, and if and when it does happen, honestly, it's funding taken away from people that are supposed to be protecting.
Yeah.
And I get it. There's a lot of cops that I guess. They get power hungry and they abuse their power.
Mm-hmm.
But that's with anybody, dude.
Oh yeah.
Anybody.
Just take. If you sit down wherever you work, it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
Not unless you're the boss.
Yeah.
You look behind your shoulder. It's that one person that's like, can fire you, can cut your hours, can deny your vacation, or But yeah, shout out to them. Let's be nice to the good ones.
Yeah, even though most of them have been abusing their power, right?
Yeah. But other than that, I've been a TV junkie.
Okay.
I watched. You even trip out. You're like, damn, what are you watching now? Like, you'll come, to
your little novellas.
But I'm just
excuse me.
Obviously, my sports, but which right now it's kind of like not going, but my wrestling is still going on. That's one thing. And then just these what do you call them? I wouldn't call them well, yeah, I guess there are reality shows.
You've been watching like Jersey Shore or something?
No, well, I used to. I used to back in the day.
Man.
But like a lot of these shows, like car building. Like just recently I started watching a show called Pool Kings, and it's funny because they're based out of LA.
No, yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, have you seen them?
I've seen them do a lot of work in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Well, right now, the ones I've seen it's just Texas. Like all these people live around the lakes.
Okay.
But
they got these huge properties.
Goodness.
Dude.
And what's crazy is like they're upset on the fact that how their pool looks.
What do you mean?
So like
how
exactly,
they currently look?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And to me, I have a pool, but not like, like how, what I mean? Like the way they build those pools and jacuzzis, because they set it up. Watch it. It's.
No, I've seen a couple of them. I also seen what is it, the ones that build aquariums? Have you seen that one?
Jesus, Tanked.
Yeah. Well, I saw the one they did
with.
I don't know if it was not Morgan Freeman's house.
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan's. Yeah, where
Shark
they
Tank.
did. Shark. Yeah. I saw that one.
Did you? Oh, the one they did outside next to the pool.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because they also did the one in his house, like in his what is it? The theater, the movie theater in his basement.
Yeah, and the new one was about so you have your pool,
okay,
and then you have that room where you can go change, shower, wash. So he used that room to make it into a Shark Tank.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, but they put like benches. Oh, they customly made because it gets cold out there, or it gets, what was that?
Oh, no, I think I kicked something.
Or it's
over.
like super hot because I think he lives in Atlanta, and so they literally set that room to where if it's cold, it warms up, and if it's hot, it cools down. Like
so it keeps the temperature.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That was one of the crazy ones.
Okay.
That's a really good show. Yeah. That's a really good. Tank is one of my favorites. But how about you? Like, are you been watching anything or?
I mean,
I know you're
I finished.
a hardworking man, And
I work a lot.
You really don't watch TV.
Anytime, well, I do watch TV every now and then. I like watching the news a lot. Have you seen Narcos? I finished all of Narcos. Narcos Mexico, Narcos, just Narcos.
No, the Cali one.
That's episode. That's season 3 in Narcos.
Season 3, yeah. That's the one when it's about after Escobar.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much the DEA is after the Cali guys. So
yeah, because after they took down Felix, they're.
Well, no, that's Mexico.
Yeah, no. Well,
okay. Oh, yeah.
The DA, after they take
other,
down Felix, they because they helped take down Felix. So, I mean, once the big fish was gone, they became the big fish. So
yeah. So after they took down Medellin, their mission was to get the Cali guys. But this one's kind of more effed up because there's so many partners in the Cali cartel.
Yeah.
Because Medellin was just Escobar.
Yeah, it was just Escobar.
But he had his henchmen, like
it was him. Like Blackie.
Yeah.
And
But the Cali is, the two brothers, and then Pacho. Oh, we can get into it, like the whole, but those are really good shows. And it's more interesting because it actually happened. You get me? Like.
Yeah. But did it happen the way it went? I mean, the way it went down on.
Who knows? Well, I haven't seen the but you can Google it and see what's going on if you want to cheat like that, and not watch the whole.
No, I watched it all. I finished it last week.
I think I might sit down and watch a little bit. Make me a late dinner and watch some Narcos.
Yeah. So. No, yeah, I watch TV every now and then, but I would say a couple nights ago, dude, I was watching the news, and I guess it was what happened with the recent killing.
10-year-old Rayshard Brooks was shot and killed by an Atlanta police officer.
The one thing that nobody can disagree with is that it shouldn't have happened.
This eyewitness video. Police body cameras show the encounter was mostly calm for about 43 minutes.
Put your mouth over the mouthpiece, blow as hard as you can until I tell you to stop.
At one point, Brooks took a field sobriety test, which investigators say he failed. As officers tried to arrest Brooks, he grabbed one of their tasers. In this surveillance video, you see Brooks running away from officers, appearing to fire a taser over his shoulder. An officer responded with gunfire, killing Brooks.
I do not believe that this was a justified use of deadly force.
Atlanta Police Chief Erica Shields submitted her resignation, writing, "It is time for the city to move forward and build trust between law enforcement and the communities they serve." Chris Stewart represents Brooks.
But as far as, like the cop having the right to shoot him, I don't think so. But then again, I'm not a cop. You get me?
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know the training they go through,
it's scary, bro. You know what I mean? Like
within
especially now.
Just
how
in an
they're
instant,
getting,
you could lose your life,
yeah,
dude.
they're getting attacked. They don't know.
And I think that's one of the reasons why this officer, jumped the gun and just shot him.
like how many now I'm talking about Latinos.
Okay.
How many years has gone by when just because we were Latinos, we're not gay members, we're not drug dealers, we're not rapists, we're not but because we were Latinos, like right away we had that fear in somebody. You get me?
I mean,
Like
I think
if we were
that's
walking.
I think that's with any minority or any.
No, but I'm saying like us, like
Yeah,
we're both Latinos, so
you're taught. I mean, growing up, I was taught don't call the police. Police come, don't say nothing. You get me? I mean,
no, but what I'm saying is, like we were okay. Like let's say Latinos were the feared ones, right? They automatically thought we were gay members. Then it was after us with all the 9/11.
Okay.
The Middle Eastern guys or women were now they were the ones that, without even knowing who they were, because they saw that he was Middle Eastern.
And it's
right? Terrorists.
Yeah.
If you would even hear him speak their language,
everybody freaks out.
Shit. Just like how back then, we would say something in Spanish, hijo de la chingada. They grab their purse or fucking walk the other way.
I mean, I'm laughing, but that's kind of fucked up, dude. I mean, it's racist, honestly.
So now that's pretty much, the cop now.
Yeah.
I'm not that racist cop, but it's like
everybody thinks I'm a racist.
Yeah,
especially if you're white, dude. If you're a white cop, I mean, I would second guess your actions at all times.
Yeah.
I mean, but once you see a gun, obviously, protect yourself. Or, but if you when
I have some white friend cops, and
okay,
when we sit down and talk, as they're talking to me, it's almost like how I used to talk to people, but man, that's fucked up. How I'll walk into a restaurant, or because I was Latino, it's like they looked at you a certain way, or
yeah. So it was in Atlanta. The shooting happened in Atlanta.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the guy that died is Rayshard Brooks, Mr. Brooks.
That was his name.
Yeah, he was fatally shot during a confrontation outside a fast food restaurant, which was Wendy's. I guess they just went to court. This was released today. He was the officers were charged for aggravated assault in the killing of the latest black man, which is Rayshard. And that's that's fucked up. They don't.
And then also, if they do come in a situation where, let's say homeboy pulled out a knife, now that cop is hesitant. You get me?
But it's a knife. A knife is not gonna kill you.
No, but you're gonna freak out, and because of what's automatically they're gonna be yeah, you're racist, and he was probably
yeah,
I'm not saying that because he had a knife, but it's just
yeah. So I mean, this is what I was watching. What was it? Tuesday night, because they killed. They were Wednesday. It was Wednesday. I was watching this Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep. But trip out. I woke up, and when I woke up, it was 2:00 in the morning, and the TV was still on. And I don't know if you ever seen the Discovery Channel.
I love Discovery Channel.
Okay, so Well, this Ancient Aliens. It's the first time I've ever seen it.
You've never seen?
I've never seen it. So there's this like, I don't know if he's a scientist or.
Is it the guy with the weird hair and
yeah,
beard? Yes,
archaeologist.
yes. What's his name? We gotta look at his name.
Let me look at him. But when it was, I was like, who's this guy? But he was
he knows his shit though.
He was very confident in what he was saying. So I was gonna turn off the TV and go lay down. But
he said, "No, this is too good. I can't change it."
I was just like, well, let me hear him out, right? So yeah, it was 2:00 in the morning. This guy's talking, and I stay up and I listen to what he has to say, and it actually caught my attention. And I was what's his name, dude? He has like this fro, right?
Yeah.
He has like a.
He looks like a Jersey Shore, but with education. Well, I'm not gonna say with education. Just like.
I mean, he looks like he knows what he's talking about.
He has a couple degrees. Let's just say that, because I don't want to offend people from the Jersey Shore that they're not educated.
So it's Giorgio A. Tsoukalos or Tsoukalos. Yeah, Tsoukalos. Doctor. Right?
Doctor.
Is he a doctor? I don't know.
Oh,
he's Swiss-born, dude.
He might be a professor.
He's a
teacher.
ufologist.
There you go.
Well, it's a UFOologist. Ufologist. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm watching them and I'm tripping out because I'm after I realized what I'm watching, and I was thinking to myself, why am I watching this, right? Well, everything was saying about the Mayan calendar, Aztec calendar, and mainly the Mayan calendar. But he was talking about aliens, and I mean, do you believe in aliens, dude?
I do.
I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean, we can't only be the only advanced civilization.
No, they're super advanced. I think they're advanced since the dinosaur years.
So he was talking about Project Blue Book. Have you heard of that?
No.
Oh, okay. So he was so he was talking about Project Blue Book. I think it went down in the 80s or 70s, right? Early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's 2 a.m. I was trying to go to sleep listening to him. But I'm hooked, bro.
It almost sounds like you're talking to me about the first Transformers.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see that. No, man. I work too much, man. I work a lot, dude.
That's well, you need to start because you're like 7 movies behind.
Oh, geez, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's my thought on life outside of our planet. I mean, life cannot only exist, I believe, on our planet when there are billions and trillions of stars out there. And you know what? What's even more interesting is that I researched this. Now scientists are saying that there are, for every star has its own planet or cluster of planets. It could be one or the other, a planet or a cluster of planets. But what are the odds of one of those planets being in the same zone that we are in, which is, they call it the Goldilocks zone, which is not too far away, it's not too cold, it's not too hot, it's just right for life, right? I mean, and if there's the possibilities of, trillions and billions of stars being out there, what's the possibility of life actually being there? It's a pretty high possibility, right? It's not impossible.
No, it is. They're out there.
Okay. Yeah.
Because when you go look back into history, some of our natural wonders of the world, they weren't natural because these people from out of space came and helped them out.
So you think the pyramids were built, or?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
you can even see like on the what do you call them? The sculptures? No, not the sculpture. The carvings and some of these, like you be seeing like flying objects,
Oh, okay, like the pictograms show like flying saucers. Yeah, so I mean, aliens, dude. I mean, it's possible, right? It's possible, but people would go crazy if. I mean, there is no evidence of aliens. I guess there's a lot of like theories out there, and people are trying to just I guess, figure everything out. Like, how were the pyramids built? How are most what do you call it? You called it world wonders, right? World wonders.
The natural wonders of the world. You know what I mean? Like the pyramids in Mexico.
Yeah.
The pyramids in Egypt. You know what I mean? Like.
How were they all built?
But I remember seeing a show about how they were able to move these big boulders, but still, like, how, you know.
For them to do it, it would take thousands of years, right? For them to do it that way. Rolling them on logs. That was one of the theories that he was talking about.
Well, if you see Transformers 3,
okay,
the Transformers were the ones that helped out to build these pyramids.
And they're aliens, right?
That's what they are. They're aliens. But when they came to planet Earth, they use, our vehicles and airships to turn into.
Oh, the Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to see it. But still. But yeah, it's because even today, with the machinery that we have to build something like that, like, even engineers be like, man, fuck, they do this back then.
Yeah.
With just boulders and because that's how they would move stuff. They would take like a big boulder and they would put a block and then move it by spinning it. Yeah, you have to see it. But yeah, they're out there, and it's a trip because that's one thing I love. It's science fiction.
Yeah.
When it comes to aliens and outer space. And one of my favorite movies is The Predator.
Okay.
Have you seen it? Have you seen The Predator? Not.
Yeah. With Arnold, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But then there's like 8 of them too. So.
Jeez, 8 of them, huh? Yeah. All with Arnold?
No. The first one was with him. The second one was with Danny Glover.
Okay.
The guy from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
And then it just kept going and going and going. But obviously the first one is the best. But that's one of my favorite characters. Next to Darth Vader is the Predator.
The Predator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm saving my money to buy the actual statue. You can buy him.
Really?
For like, you have to. He's like $3,000.
Jeez, dude.
But yeah, you can buy him, and it's exactly him. Like the dreads coming down and the fangs, or you can have him with the actual visor.
Okay.
But yeah, I love the Predator.
Yeah, dude. So California has reopened, right? I mean, you got bars, you got restaurants,
you got barbers.
I got barbers. So today, funny thing, I was at my barber, and I mean, do you get weirdos at your barber shop? I mean, usually it's just the locals. You kind of like remember everybody or keep seeing the same faces. But today, I was at my barber, and there was some a group of guys that I haven't seen before, and I mean, they were pretty loud and they were talking and they're chopping it up with everybody. So one of the guys comes up to me after I get the haircut, and he's like, hey yo, I'm selling chocolate bars. Like they're like 3 for $10. I was like, dude, that's expensive. I could run down to 7-Eleven and get them for like $1, right?
For reals. Now, what kind of chocolate bars were they?
They were like paydays. That wasn't even a chocolate bar.
Really?
It was like a payday.
I thought it was like the ones that kids sell. When they come out to you, those white ones. It has like caramel and like.
Oh no. Yeah, you get those at Costco, right? Or
do you?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? The ones with the white label.
Yeah, the ones that you get
almond chocolate. And...
I think you get those through the school, right? Your kids get them through school, right? And they sell chocolate. And
now, if there were those, I would be like, yeah, I got you. But they were just regular like M&Ms and Hershey's,
Paydays, Hershey's, Snickers. So he pulls out this box that he has, right? And inside the box, not only does he have chocolate bars, but he has CDs in there that he's also trying to, pawn off. And so he's like, yeah, dude, I also have bars. I also, I have bars. And I was like, oh,
So he was using this candy to sell his music.
To sell his music,
Oh, wow.
yeah. The funny thing is his you could see it on. I mean, I'm not gonna, no disrespect on the guy. I mean, he's hustling out there and he's trying to sell his music. It's his mixtape was called Gucci the Great. I was like,
oh, he's great.
Gucci the Great, all right? Isn't there already a Gucci Mane, right?
Yeah, there's only one Gucci Mane.
I don't know if
Shout
you
out
want
to
to call
Gucci Mane. Atlanta, what's up?
I don't know if you want to call yourself the Great.
But I'm sure he knows that there's already a Gucci. Why would you,
I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm not a professional.
No, but see, he could be that one that'd be like, you know what? Let me use this name.
Yeah.
So then when they look it up, it's easy for them to be like, yeah, oh shit, that's him.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, it's just funny. I mean, I guess over the years I've encountered a lot of these, guys trying to sell their, a lot of these MCs trying to sell their music and pawn it off. And I mean, I used to take the train a lot, right? And you'd always see them on there trying to.
When you lived in Nebraska?
No. So I used to take the metro, right? The metro train, and they'd be on there and they be trying to sell their mixtapes for like $5 a piece. This guy wanted $10 a piece for his for each CD. So basically he's like,
Gucci the Great, he ain't gonna sell it for $5.
You buy my CD, you get 3 chocolate bars, right? And you get some bars. It was just funny, but I mean, I was looking through the songs and I'm like, dude, like.
So you were able to hear his music or no?
No, I was just looking through the back of the CD and it had all the music and the tracks that he had on there. I mean, it's like, I'm not a professional rapper or writer or ghostwriter or whatever, I'm not in music whatsoever, but I think I've been around long enough to like know what's appropriate. Like I guess number one, you don't. Your artist name has to go with what you actually are trying to portray.
Right.
I mean, you can't be called Little Tom or Little Bryce and you fat as hell, dude.
Oh shit!
Right. I mean, and I guess too, your song name needs to, I guess, be what you're actually talking about. Mm-hmm. You can't be portraying something that you're not. Like if your track name says or is called I Get Paper, right, or I Get Money, but I mean, dude, you literally just gave me your CD and you're wearing Skechers or some off-brand shoes, or you're looking dusty.
One shoe don't have laces.
Yeah. Or you're sagging really hard because you have no belt. You get me? And 3, the equipment has to be right, because I kid you not, so many times I've gotten like CDs and I've gone through them and it's like their music is just recorded literally like on their daughter's microphone.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean,
it's a tough business, man.
It's a really tough business. I mean, no disrespect, and I apologize if I have offended anybody, but
no, right?
With all that being said, I mean, it's getting hot. It's the summer. You're gonna see a lot of these guys out there trying to sell their music. But yeah, dude.
Hey, but doesn't mean you have to, stop. Hey, keep doing it,
Yeah.
And if it takes selling candy bars, hey, do your thing. It takes selling bags of hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Do your thing. If it takes selling tamales to get that CD out, hey, do your thing.
Has Disneyland opened up yet, dude?
Yes, I am so excited. Yes,
it's opened up.
Yeah. Oh no! In July.
July
was it 9th? I believe. Yeah, July.
Yeah,
9th.
July 9th.
July 9th.
July 9th.
But we'll probably talk about that in the next episode. Okay. So right now we're just gonna end it. Say goodbye.
I'm AJ.
I'm Eddie G. This is Bam LA. By all means, shout out to the peoples out there that commented on the show.
Que a Pablo Escobar se le respeta, hijo de puta.